Well, good morning, and you've joined us having left Gairloch. We're now doing the Applecross Peninsula. We're not going to go over the top, we're going to go all the way around the outside, and we're going to stop at, I think it's called Loch Navia. I'm sure that pronunciation will probably be incorrect, but we're going to stop at Loch Navia for the night, and then we'll crack on from there. I tried to get somewhere in Applecross, but there was no places and no room at the inn. On the sites, there's search for sites or not Overlander, park for night. So now we've got this single track that goes around the, well, up until now, it's a good single track, and never speak too soon. We've done that before in our travels abroad, and it's gone from bad to worse basically, but this is good for now, which is great. And the scenery to the left and right is, as you'd expect, absolutely spectacular. So this single track is really nice, and what do I mean by that? There are lots and lots of passing places, and it's a good new road surface. Up until now, like I said before, comes with a health warning. It might drive around the corner and it'll just go away to a track. Loads of passing places, and you know, good visibility. And it does allow the driver to take his or her eye off the road just for a second, just to look around, and taking this amazing scenery that surrounds us. But as a driver, I do like these roads as well. I like the idea of a motorway or an autobahn that gets you from A to B really quickly, but I also like the idea of these single track roads. I mean, you know, you could say that yeah, this is the NC 500 and thousands of people use this, you know, every week, which is true, but to me, on this day, this is my part of the NC 500, or our part of the NC 500, and this is our part of the road for today. It's a beautiful new road. So we were talking about the surface, so we reckon it might have been down just for a couple of years. I'm going to pull in over here, over to the right actually, try and get out of this Highlands way.
Well, I think he's going to go.
Maybe the Highlands going to pull over. Yeah, the Highlands going to pull over. This van is going to let me by here, which is great. You know, there's nothing stopping you. If there's parking places left or right, you can nip to the other side of the road and get out of people's way. But you also got to remember to get out of people's way behind you as well. The locals that want to get to work, need to get to work or take people to school, have got to get to do their, you know, their daily business. I wouldn't want to cycle this. I mean, that is brutal. We saw some cyclists last night in the pissing rain, you know, doing their sort of NC 500 on the cycles. You can never predict good weather on this route in Scotland. There's always a gamble. And last night, when it was absolutely howling down and windy, I know where I'd rather be. I'd rather be in my bed, in my motorhome. There you go. Of course, pulling over does allow you to look around as a driver as well. There's always that luxury. It's very rugged. Yeah, I'm going to pull over for a minute. Let these cars get by. It's quite a busy route, this, actually. And it's a bank holiday Monday.
Take it for a minute now.
I'm going to leave it at that and get back to you. So I did speak too soon. The good road has turned into an okay road. I mean, it's, you know, we've had a lot worse, as you've seen in our videos. But it doesn't stay the new. It doesn't stay the new road. It goes back to this older road, but nowhere near track standard. Still a road, still with parking places. You just got to be careful of the drops off either side and the repairs to the road. But it is what it is. And the rain started. Keeps showering every now and again, and then the lovely sun comes out. But we've still got the views. You know, there's no cloud, there's no low level cloud. I'm going to pass it over to Wendy now because it's getting a bit tight. Wendy's going to scoot it around to the right now. We'll just show you the mountains to the right hand side. Then round to the left, Wendy. The view over there. Wow. Still very barren. Very windswept. Bleak. Rugged, I suppose. But beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Maybe it's too late now.
But there are parking places on the left and right, as you can see just to the right there. You can tuck yourself away in. You can't stop in a passing place, but obviously there's parking places as well. You'll notice we're back to a double road for a bit now. So we're following the NC 500 route round the Applecross Peninsula and not going by the sat-nav. There is a turn to the right that says NC 500 coastal route, which is what we're taking now. The road is a lot thinner and people coming the other way are driving so quickly. I don't know what it is, it's like a flipping racetrack. So we're taking our time, trying to second guess other people driving quickly, but I don't know what's going on with this. I mean, to us it's just like a normal single track. You take it piece by piece and then look at a passing area, remember it, and then if you're going to reverse back to it, you know where it is, like that one there. But the last 3 or 4 cars we've had come towards us, maybe 5 cars, they're doing about 60 miles an hour. Anyway, so NC 500 Applecross Peninsula coastal route. The road is nowhere near as new as the roads we've been on. Nothing out of the ordinary as yet. It's just trying to second guess people coming around these blind corners, unfortunately. I mean, it might have been a splurge of people driving quickly, it might have been. But definitely makes me a bit nervous because we've had such good drivers coming towards us and behind us so far that it'd be pretty rubbish to spoil it, really. nice and slowy, which is helpful. Anyway, we'll carry on down this track, the coastal route, and the thing is that there's so many lovely things to see that it's quite hard to film them all, you know. This is definitely a more challenging route, but not impossible by any means, not as yet anyway. I'm not going to reverse out as yet. There's some major potholes here though, huge potholes.
There's a big drop down that side.
Wendy's not keen on drops.
No.
To my right to make sure there's nothing coming, but there isn't.
Wow.
Wow. We've been saying wow a lot of times, haven't we?
That's my favourite word.
Yeah, isn't it? And that, jeez. So we've just climbed up quite high. And we're going even higher, and this is supposed to be the coastal route. And the passing places are getting smaller, but there are passing places. They're going to catch us up with us soon, aren't they?
Yeah. They're the ones that were behind before.
So this is us on the Applecross road. We're about 1.5 miles outside Applecross now, and we've stopped to have lunch and look at the scenery behind us. What a place to stop, eh? Absolutely fabulous. The route's been quite busy actually. Motorhomes and vans and people going about their everyday business. The old girl's got round it. When I say the old girl, I mean the motorhome, and not Wendy. So we've stopped in a car parking place for some lunch, and we're going to drive through Applecross to the campsite in the next location. It's very, you know, the words like barren and harsh and brash and just bracing, you know, all those descriptive words are very apt when you come to talk about the west coast, and particularly the Applecross Peninsula Coastal Road. Some kind of memorial there. I'll go down there in a bit. Applecross War Memorial. It's lovely, isn't it? I quite like that. I mean, you know, miles away from anywhere, some random place. I wonder if they do their remembrance parades here. I don't see why not. There's a lovely little seat there to just take in the view and remember those people who've fallen in, it looks like, both wars, First World War, Second World War, from the local area. It's lovely, that, isn't it? I'm going to put that back up again because that's blown down in the wind. Oh, there's a bullet there. See the bullet? I reckon they do. I reckon this is where they do the remembrance, because these wreaths, unless they've had a special Amnesty Day commemoration, which was a few weeks ago. Right, I'm stood out here in a t-shirt and it's not warm, so I'm going to get myself back into the motorhome, and it's going to start raining again. Yes, here it comes again. No camper vans or motorhomes. This is home of a sensitive ecosystem, rare birds and wildlife. I'll tell you what, we're going to stop here for our lunch and then we're going to bugger off. We're doing no harm at all, parking up, taking our rubbish with us. This car park will fit 7 large motorhomes in it. So yeah, we're going to have some lunch and then crack on.